What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. It is episode number 8, tough mini run for FC Köln, just 2 points from a possible 9 and no wins in our last 3 games on the back of the loss to Leipzig. Still in the top 4 for now, but today we are going to get to the halfway point of the season, so we'll get to the winter break, and we'll probably play through all the January transfer window as well. Nothing in the budget, of course, after our transfers, so yeah, don't expect any moves to happen whatsoever. To begin with though, we've got 3 scouting updates, so let's see what we've got. Where Tim Schmidt could be a good young German goalkeeper, but we've already got one, so don't really need another one unless they're a superstar, of course. From Switzerland, we'll continue the scouting on these 4 players here. From France, I've just got to be honest, man. This is, oh well. No, maybe. Well, we'll see. This has not been a great return so far. I think Isaac Daniel could be all right, and again, this lad here, Christophe Laporte, could be all right as well. But for now, we'll continue the scouting. And again, I think case in point for me this season. This is why I tend not to specify a type or position. I have far better returns when just searching for any kind of player whatsoever. And as we see, Benjamin Schaefer is going to join Hull on a 2-year loan deal when January arrives. Originally, I planned to only loan him out for the rest of the season, but this guy is so far away from first team football. He needs an extended period of time away from the club, getting minutes elsewhere. First game on the back of no wins in our last 3. Newly promoted Hamburg away at the Volkspark Stadion. Class stadium, class team, class career mode with these guys about 8 years ago. Let's get back to winning ways here. Come on, come. Yeah, did a Bundesliga career mode with these guys back in FIFA 16, I think it was, and it was a great save, really enjoyable save with Cesar Valente, the new Rogerio Cini between the sticks, the free kick and penalty taking goalkeeper out of the academy. You can't do that anymore though, do you know what I mean? I mean, you can try, but you can't get their stats up on me, which is so frustrating. You know, there's there's no doubt about it. The development plan feature is one of my favourite new features, or newish features, if you will, over the years. But I do kind of miss when the training was set up that way. To be able to like do unique and cool things. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Simons to Ozcan, through the gap to Selka. I've got Tillman out wide and Ishmael right down the flank. Jan's in the middle. Oh, it's easy. It's so cool. Really cool. The composure there. This has been a great start to the season for Jan. He's got 3 goals. I think it's his 2nd assist of the season so far. Jan Tillman, this is his best season so far in the save. Granted, they're only 1.5 years in, but that's so composed. Look at that, man. Could have just shot it towards the near post early before. No. I'm going to have a man in the middle coming to join the play. So just takes his time, offloads, and Linton's not going to miss from there. 3rd of the year, Köln in front. That's something I've been trying to work on in recent years. Not just in FC, but in life in general, really. Like, if you're someone like me that has, like, really bad anxiety, it's only natural at times for adrenaline to get the better of you in moments like that. And you're like, oh, God, you know, I'm gonna get a shot away, go test the keeper. Or you know, the clock's coming towards, you know, 90 and coming towards the end of the game. It's like, oh, I need to get a goal. I've got a shot in, you know. You start to just panic a little bit, you know. I think sometimes it's worth taking a breath and just saying, do you know what, I've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Just like that. It's alright. Don't need to press the circle button there. Plenty of time. Yes, the keeper's coming out and off his line. Yes, there's a defender closing in. It's alright. It's okay. I've still got possession, you know. And again, it's something that I think for those of us that, again, sometimes get fazed by adrenaline, it's hard to work on that. It's more of a mental thing than anything else, but it's certainly something I am trying to get better at in recent years. It's okay, bro. Take your time. It's all good, man. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yep, if you're like me and a bag of nerves at the best of times, then oftentimes you'll succumb to pressure and adrenaline, but this game was a clear case that you can, at times, take a breather, take your time, and get it done with more control. 2-0, back to winning ways, and a big 3 points there at the Volkspark Stadion. With 2 more games before we enter the winter break, let's go into it on a really nice little run of form and put that poor form behind us. Following game, Hoffenheim at home aim to stay in the top 4 and keep pace with Dortmund, Leipzig and Bayern Munich as well. Come on, Cole. Good to get another clean sheet on the board as well after none in a few games. So we don't score a lot, so... Oh yes, DJ, just about got there. Need to make sure we get back to a good level defensively. So we need a two-man breakaway here. Davey and Max. Just the two of us. They can make it if they try. Just the two of them. They and he. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. You know, Will Smith gets like some, not necessarily hate, but criticism for his early rap career. Some of his songs were certified bangers, mate. Men in Black? Granted, it's a theme song to a movie, but even so, Miami? Come on now. Getting jiggy with it? Anyway, 1-0 Köln. Yeah, Will's third verse on Getting Jiggy with it is tight, man. I like it. Crib from my mom on the outskirts of Philly. You trying to flex on me? Don't be silly. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. I know I'm showing my age a bit here as Davey Selker is denied by Baumann. God, that would have been 30 years ago, or about 30 years ago. My goodness. And no, I wasn't listening to Will Smith's rapping out of the womb, but even so. Na 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 na. Come on, Köln. And there we go. We'll take it. Not a great game, if I'm being totally honest with you, but back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back wins, and I'd like to think that Köln and are getting back to their best as well. Another defensive shout for DJ and the boys in the back line. It's what we're built on, man, and it's what's going to keep us in European contention. This needs to be the way forward here. Just real briefly before our third game today, we do see that Florian Kainz, club captain, Erbig's at 1 at Galatasaray now. I'm just thinking long term, like, Schwabe is only 29. I keep thinking this guy's like 34. He's only 29. Erbig needs to get a move on, man. It's going to take a while before he can compete for Schwabe's place at this point. Florian Kainz, our club captain, official club captain, is out of contract coming the end of the season. And being 32, he can be approached on a free transfer to leave for next season. I'm going to be honest here. I like the captain, don't get me wrong, but obviously Maxime has taken his role at CAM. If he wants to go on a free, I'm totally letting him go on a free. Yes, he's an asset that could raise us some money for a player sale, but I'm going to let him make his choice in free agency. If he wants to stay, he can stay. If he wants to go, he can go. Right, following game, Union Berlin away. They are struggling right now in the bottom two. Taking them on here, a chance to stay in the top 4 on match day 15. Let's make sure we do. Come on, Carl. Curtis Jones for Union Berlin. This crowd plays a lovely ball to Kevin Volland. Martel is there though, and we shall get it away with him and DJ, who have been my CB partnership for most of the season. I like him as well. I really like him as a CB duo. And speaking of captains, Eric Martel is wearing the armband for this season with Florian relegated to the bench. When I was choosing my captain for this year, it was either going to be Eric Martel or Schwabe. Either would have been fine. But I don't know what you guys are saying as me. When you're doing like a long RTG, you want to give it to a younger player who's probably going to be with you for all the seasons you're there. To me, there's a few options that it could have been, but I think Eric is probably one of the best here. Not a Köln Academy graduate, signed at a young age from Leipzig, but I do believe he'll be here for a very long time, at least I hope. Speaking of being here for a long time, go on Davey, not the quickest, but I love this saying, quick enough. Davey Selker flicks it home with the GK, still frozen to the spot, even though we're about to enter early May. Still hasn't been fixed, but we'll exploit it. Köln in front. Careful. Oh, scrambling it. Oh, it's so frustrating that, man. Seriously, when you're a bit disjointed. I want to show you this on the replay here. The switch to nearest man sometimes doesn't quite work the way you want it to. And it will go to a man who you don't expect it to go to. So then you run the other way. It's a bit embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. DJ just went for a stroll. But, yeah, that's why a lot of the times I don't like to press the L1 button, but use the right stick so I can choose exactly who I want to mark up with. Anyway, that's a poor goal to concede that from me. 1-1. And Union Berlin with a leveller. But it's a lovely ball by Vranks. Lovely first touch by Linton. And a good stop by Renault to keep it at 1-1. Half an hour to go. Could still see someone winning this. Go that from DJ. Oh, it just wasn't coming down. Worth a go, but just a yard, maybe 2 over the bar. Still 1-1. 16 to go. Can we find a winner? Are we set for a bit of a slip up here away against a struggling Union Berlin side? If you want to be top 4, these are games you've got to win. Last chance to win it from this corner, I'd say. Linton minus delivery. Headed away. Crowd yelling shoot to Florian. Instead he offloads to Maxus. Oh, DJ, what a ball! Linton's onside! The Kings of Klutch FC Köln do it again! I think it's our third stoppage time winner this season, and we had 11 at the Allianz left, we forget. What a ball by DJ for his second assist this year. Oh, that's brilliant. Picks out Linton, and the finish into the far corner for his fourth of the year. Sees us steal the points in Berlin with the final kick of the game, and I know I have said this so many times, but I'm going to say it again. I wish that the referees would blow for full time during those celebrations. Don't line us back up just to kick off and then blow it the second the ball is touched. Blow for the full time whistle there. A walk-off game winner. Linton Minor puts us into third place. Man, we are just getting it done in the late game situations, man. Kings of Klutch. Right, final game before the winter break. Christmas Day. You know, I'm a massive advocate for this. Christmas Day football. Christmas Day Bundesliga games as we take on Augsburg. Bloody Augsburg at home. Looking for our fourth win in a row as Köln aim to stay in the top four. And that's the late Christmas present I want. Let's go get it. Come on, Köln. No disrespect to my Augsburg fans. I know I've got one. I know I've got at least one. But I think there'll always be a bit of a villain team of mine. You know what I mean? I think we all have those teams in Korea that are like villain teams. Augsburg, man. Had nothing against them prior to that save with Bielefeld last year. Now they are my least favourite German side. Come on. Ref, that's a red. You can't, he's saying I'm sorry, but it's a red, straight red. You cannot dive in like that. Early doors or not, that's a straight red. That is off the ground, late, coming in from the side. That's a that is one of those moments where you're lucky the player is still walking, because after that could have been a very serious injury. That Florian Kainz from the free kick. Oh, keeper gets down well. Bolde down the right. Looking to find space to cross. It's a great delivery. And Tillman, what a goal! Jan Tillman having his best season of the save, pointing to the name on the back of the shirt as he half volleys us into the lead in this first half. But that's brilliant work from Tierno Bolde. First start since the injury. Wonderful delivery to the middle. But the finish from Jan is absolutely brilliant there. Coming behind him, he's got to readjust his body, set his feet well. And as it skids off the turf, anticipate the bounce of the ball and then bend it in on a half volley. Such difficult technique, but he executed it perfectly. Wonderful goal. I was not getting on with Jan Tillman last year, I'll be honest. He wasn't disastrously bad, but I didn't really get much out of him. But the thing is, what a touch as well by Tillman down left-hand side, and the ball roll to come inside. Now, can you finish? Oh, yes, you can. Sometimes it's not about doing things differently, it's about just doing them better. You know, when things aren't working, you might not need to experiment and do loads of different things, but just try harder, you know, at what you're currently doing. That's what Tillman's done, and he's reaping the rewards as well. He's playing in the same position, he's playing in the same team, he's doing the same role, but he's just doing things better. Wonderful finish for his second goal, double up for Jan, and 5 for the year already. Köln on course for their 4th win in a row. Once Augsburg went down to 10 men early, we really felt as though we were going to take control of the game at some point. Once we took the lead, we took control directly afterwards. Jan Tillman with a brace, and it means that at the winter break, the official winter break, we are in a Champions League place. But there is still a whole half of the season left to go. We're taking nothing for granted. Yep, 16 games in, so technically 1 game away from the halfway point of the league, as we're still yet to face Dortmund this season in the Bundesliga. Bayern are still unbeaten and top, aiming to reclaim their title, 3 clear of Borussia Dortmund and 4 clear of us in 3rd. Leipzig themselves are in 4th, last year's champions right now, with Wolfsburg in 5th and Leverkusen in 6th. The most important thing to me is we stay away from the teams below the top 6. Look, holding on to top 4 will be amazing, and if we keep on defending like this, we've got a chance, but we're not scoring many goals. So with that being the case, we need to remain as tight as possible defensively, and again, just keep those teams outside the top 6 at bay. If we don't hold on to a Champions League place, I'm not going to be gutted, but I will be if we drop out of the European standings altogether. Yeah, the board didn't say Champions League, they said European competition of any kind, so just got to stay in the top 6. Right now, it's a Dortmund 1-2 in the top scorer chart, so Julian Brandt, who's top, and Fulkrug in second, with Koeman third, Harry Kane fourth, and Guirassy, who scored one of those 10 goals against us with a glorious free kick, in fifth. We do have Davy Selke in ninth with eight goals, but like I said before, he scored like half the goals. If Davy Selke doesn't score, normally we don't win. Ironically, we just won without him in the last game, with Jan Tillman scoring a brace. He's got 5 and down towards the bottom. But even so, Musiala is leading the way in the race to the assist title right now. I don't know whether we'll get back-to-back for Max, because he's not even in the top 20, not even in the top 25, I don't think. No, he's only got, I think, 2 all season long. But as for clean sheets, yeah, Schwabe's going for that Golden Glove. Last year, he was levelled with... Who was it? He was level with, was it Cabell last season? But right now, in front with 10 in 16. All about defense this year. And here we go. Just before January. Funnily enough, I was just about to do this. And in the end, the game kind of reminds me, gives me a gentle nudge, just in case I was going to forget. Mauro Lefebvre has asked for a pro deal, and Cohen Bakker hasn't done so yet, but I do predict he will between now and the end of the season. I think Henrik Thomas might do as well, so I don't think I'll do it just yet, but maybe at some point in January. But we'll get the youth development objective hit by promoting those 2 youth players there. Lovely stuff. And we'll quickly check their potentials in the first team right now. But I'd imagine that Lefebvre has showing great or exciting prospect. Where is he? There he is, showing great potential. And where is Bakker? There he is. He's got the exciting prospect tag. So, yeah, decent young players there. They might not end up hitting the heights of Max and DJ, and hopefully one day, touch wood, fingers crossed, Schaefer, sorry. But we'll get them on the low list, and we'll get them out in January. So here we go. Transfer window is open. We've got no money whatsoever. Okay, I like that deal there, but we'll see if we can pull off any deals, and primarily loan deals as well. So there we go. As we see another bid there for Lefebvre. This time Las Palmas want to take him on loan. I prefer to get him to Belgium, to be honest, but I don't mind that too much there. I do quite like the idea of Hertha throwing him into the deep end, so struggling Bundesliga side. But Schaefer's gone out on loan to Hull. Again, it's a 2-year deal. I might actually cut it short, depending on how he's getting on there at Hull, but I guess we'll keep our eyes on him and just see what happens. So frustrating, man. I thought it was going to be the MJ. Well, he's got a long way to go, to say that. But 3 more scouting updates. See what we got. Oh, hang on a second, because from Germany, let's give him 1 more month, because sometimes when you see a player that's that good from 1 month, occasionally from month 2 onwards they start to show signs of decline. All of these guys could be really good, but him in particular, goodness gracious. I just realised that that scout there is called Johannes Kraus. Jerry Krause, maybe? I've got to stop with the Last Dance comparisons, man. Like, seriously. And yes, I finished it last night, for those curious. I finally finished the rewatch last night. What a show. What a show. Yeah, I cancelled my Netflix. I think it was 2 years ago now. Or was it last year? A year or 2 ago. And so I haven't watched anything on Netflix or rewatched anything. But again, using my housemates, what a show! And I think I might rewatch Breaking Bad as well. But it's kind of tough to get the time at the moment because the playoffs have just started in the NBA, so it's hard to get the time. Anyway, so we've got another bid for Lefebvre. I actually don't mind that one either. SC Braga, and we should be able to get Cohen Bakker out to Hertha Berlin as well. I quite like this too. Hertha are a newly promoted side, but they're struggling down the bottom of the table. They've seen a wonder kid at a team towards the top, and they've said, let us take him because you ain't going to play him, and he might be the difference maker between now and the end of the season. I really like that. And as we see Lefebvre and Bakker leave on those loan deals, we'll keep an eye on them there for the next 2 years. Following game, and after this one, we will be at the official halfway stage. Borussia Dortmund away at the Signal Iduna Park. Come on, Köln. Sabitzer. Doniel beats Eric Martel. Full career. Great stop by Schwabe, shutting down the angle at the near post and keeping us still tight 0-0. Good winning run of 4 in a row, but I'd certainly take a point here, no doubt about it. Oh, is that headed by Doniel Malen? Lost flight of that in the air. I thought it was creeping in. Thankfully didn't. Still 0-0. Yeah, tough one here. They knocked us out of the cup. And I'll take a point here away at their place. Oh, what a turn. What a turn by Fulkrug. And DJ... catches up and makes the block as well, and gets it clear to Jan Tillman. What a talent. We know he's got a bit of pace. Oh, what a ball, Tillman! Oh, so lucky that. That's a massive block. Still 0-0. Can we close this point out here? Come on, ref. Come on. Come on. Just got to do it. Yes. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not a win. Our streak ends after 4, but it's 4 clean sheets in 5, an incredible point away. Yeah, I'll take it. I will take that. I know sometimes I say this and it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but draws are subjective, man. Sometimes good results, sometimes bad results. In this case, a point away at Dortmund. Yeah, it's a decent point now. But these are the games we definitely do need to target wins in. I don't mind if we lose to Leipzig or Bayern or Dortmund or whatever, but Hoffenheim right now, just outside the European places. If we drop out the top 4, no one's going to be gutted. But drop outside the top 6, and we will be. So in these games, got to go for all 3 points. Following clash, Hoffenheim at the Pro Zero Arena. Come on, Köln. What's that win that, mate? No. Oh, Maz. That's in a bit of a problem. 2-on-1. Joshua Zirkzee. Oh, yes, DJ. The composure. The ball. The run. The cross. Oh, it's just over the head of Davy Selke. Wins it back, though. And Max pulls the trigger. Only for Oliver Baumann to make a pretty simple save, let's be honest. Even so, still 0-0. Still 0-0. But again, these are the games, man. We've got to win them. Draw would be nice, but a win. Oh, and another save by Baumann. This time flying to his right. It's off when I went out there. Kaderer back keeps it in play. Good end to the first half, but still deadlocked at 0-0. Half an hour to go, still tied at 0-0. Astor Ranks just went down. He's got back to his feet, but he's still hobbling. I've got a feeling that's going to be a 4-week to 3-month injury. As we're still deadlocked here. Hoffenheim looking to win it though. Joshua Zirkzee, class finish. Far corner. Clean sheet run over. And possibly the unbeaten streak coming to an end as well. That's a lovely ball through that. And oh, Zirkzee. Oh, Janssen blocks it on the goal. I think it might have been going wide. I'm not 100% certain, but he wasn't to know either way. With 21 minutes to go. We're still in this. We're still in this. Courtesy of a DJ, possibly goal line block. Again, I don't know if it was going in or not really, but still time, but need a goal, need a leveler. Graphic, keep running. I see you, Limperley, keep going. There we go, 1-2. Boys off the bench, linking up. In it goes. Controlled, Limperley! Off the bench for his first of the season. And what a time to get it. Köln once again, coming up with a goal late. I still don't know if that shot by Joshua Zirkzee was going in or going wide when DJ blocked it, but he got something on it. Might have even been the arm, to be honest. It was right next to his body when the shot came in, but that goal-saving block gave us a chance, and we took it. On the other end, Limperley's first of the season, 1-1. No wins in our last 2, but at least clawed out a point there away from home. And his Bayern have just laid down the corner with a massive win against Wolfsburg. I don't know if we can keep pace with them, man. 13 wins in 18, still unbeaten. But the real question is, can we keep Wolfsburg and Leverkusen, Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Hoffenheim at bay? I guess we'll see. But how bad was the injury for Astor Ranks as well, as we see 2 players get picked up there? How bad was the injury? Sprained knee, so done for 4 weeks, and we won't see him again until late February, early March time. Another injury. And this is going to play a big part as well as to whether we can stay in this hunt for a European spot. And just before we get to our penultimate game today, which will be against Hamburg at home, we have a bid there for Hussein Basic, who signed that extension in the summer. So I might let him go in this summer coming up, but not right now. Deadline day is here, but again, there's no money to work with. And right now, why mess with a winning formula on a 6-game unbeaten run? We're still in the Champions League places. And our squad isn't thick enough to sell players right now, as we wouldn't have enough time to find a replacement. So, going to get through deadline day very, very quickly. We've done our business. We've loaned out our youngsters. That was the most important thing. Let's just get through and straight into our penultimate game today against Hamburg. Oh, sugar, actually. I was gonna put that goalkeeper in, wasn't I? I was gonna get that goalkeeper a pro deal and then try and loan him out. Henrik Thomas, because again at 18, he's very likely to ask for a pro deal at the end of the season. So if that's the case, he's going to lose his potential. at the end of the season. Totally forgot about that. He's an exciting prospect as well. So I'm going to hopefully... we've got 7 hours to go? 7 hours. Come on, Firth. Heidenheim, Kaiserslautern, come on, put a loan offer in, take my goalkeeper. 5 hours to go, it's got to be on the next one or it ain't going through. Yes, come on, Trabzonspor, come on, we got to do this quickly. Delegate 2 years, and they've got to do this very, very quickly. It's so annoying with loans, you've got to follow a specific strategy, otherwise they'll always fall through. But unless they come back in this hour here... Oh, we've got another one. There's Heidenheim, but it's no, we're going to run out of time. We're going to run out of time. This is always so frustrating to me as Damien Downs is wanted by Lons. We'll keep him here for at least the rest of the season. It's like, what's taking so long? We're trying to agree a loan deal. It should not take 7 hours. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, in FM, it's one of the things that FM do really, really well, transfer deadline day. The way it kind of breaks the day up into intervals. So not just 1 hour by 1 hour by 1 hour, but it breaks it down sometimes into 15-minute intervals to get deals over the line when clubs are going to be wanting to use every single minute with vital importance. In FC, it just doesn't happen that way. We got 3 hours to go, but I think it might just fall short. To be fair, this is my fault. Okay, fair enough. Game mechanics alone, don't get me wrong, it could be improved upon. But at the end of the day, this is still my fault for forgetting to promote him. So no matter how you look at it, I could have played this better and I should have done as well. Is he going to go? It's got to be this hour. It's got to be this hour here. Oh no, it's going to fall through by a single hour as the top deals with Marquinhos to the Magpies for 83 mil. Diogo Jota moves within the Premier League to Arsenal for 72.5 mil. And the Canadian Jonathan David is off to play under Simeone for £50 million. That is so frustrating. But again, game mechanics alone, this is still my fault. I didn't promote him one time. That is really annoying. That's really, really annoying, that. But, you know, he's still going to grow a bit in the background. And he can recapture his potential in time as well. But, balls that one up completely. Balls that one up. Right, let's, that's a Darmstadt loan offer I just saw there. I'll negotiate that and we'll do the scouting updates as well. Well, to be fair, we might have some better goalkeepers here in the scouting. Sasha Lehmann, perhaps the son of Jens Lehmann. Ronnie Muller, who still looks really good, as does this guy here, Bjorn Schmidt. Two really solid goalkeepers there. Unfortunately from Switzerland, just haven't had the players this time. Still searching for a Swiss or French player, really. But both of these could be alright. I think Forster slightly better, but it's not quite good enough. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to remember, like we said before, we can afford to be as selective as we want here. We don't have to just put players in for the sake of it. This guy could be alright, to be fair. Christophe Laporte. Overall's not the best, but I think he'd probably get a overall spike after a position change. But yeah, we can afford to be selective. We don't need to just give players scholarships just because. Like we've got far better options in the academy. And it's why I always say this, even if you're managing a team that's not got the best of overalls and, you know, you're doing a long RT, you can still be selective. You're going to find tons of players over time. You don't just need to give an average player a scholarship. So far, just the two remaining in the academy, but the best being Nicholas Volta right now. Right, 2 more games. Let's keep this unbeaten run going. We get back to anyways here. Hamburg in our penultimate game today, aiming for a big 3 points as we keep our European dreams alive. Come on, Calm. Same sort of time, but the longer you go without a win, the harder it is to pick one up, man. I can't get to Sal, can I? So, I see him run out wide. Simons is there too. Davey! Great stop by Iverson. If you've had a couple of games without a dub, you've got to notch up in the next one, because the longer it goes on, the harder it is to put an extra one on the board. This is Hamburg at home, man. This has got to be a win. Where you going? Oh, such a tough game, this. 21 minutes to go, still dead to 0-0. This is going to be our 3rd draw in a row. And yes, the unbeaten run continues, but you can have a slip-up against Dortmund or Hoffenheim, because they're not bad slip-ups at all. There's still an extra point on the board, but this here should have been a banker. Keep running. Davey, I see you. No, straight at the keeper. Just haven't been good enough, and it's as simple as that. Massive, massive 2 points drop, man. You want to be a Champions League team. 3 draws in a row. Especially one like this, he's not going to cut it. Lovely ball by DJ. Jalur. Selka. Max off the bar. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Come on. There we go. Okay. DJ through the gap. Martel. DJ. Davey. Yes, come on. The Kings of Klutch. And that's Klutch with a K. Do it again. Davey Selka runs on to DJ's offload. And those are the limbs we wanted to see in the last episode. Selka to the rescue. Bangs one in bottom corner. Can't leave it late. But escape at the Rhine Energy Stadium with a 3 points. Absolutely massive, massive win. Come on. And you know what? On the back of a massive win, right to death, I'm not going to gamble it and play another one, man. I'm going to leave it on the back of that high. That keeps us in the top 4. 3 behind Bayern, who just had their first loss, and Dortmund in second as well. But most crucially, 4 clear of Leipzig in 4th and 5 clear of Leverkusen in 5th, as we aim to stay in a Champions League place with 15 games to go. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all. And I will see you for the next episode of the Bundesliga career mode, where the season is now starting to take shape here. Can we stay in a Champions League place? Well, I'll see you for the next episode with lots more big games to come very soon.